what we're gonna do today, we're gonna open the doors to the kiln, pull it out, unload it. Y'all hang on and we'll show you the process. All right, folks, welcome back to another video down here in beautiful PeachLand, North Carolina, Firewater Farm Sawmill. We're unloading our first load in our Nyle wood kiln. We've been building this thing probably about the last year. We got our storage containers. These are fully insulated reefer containers, lined in stainless. We got them from upstatecontainers.com down in South Carolina. If you're looking for one, maybe call that guy up. If he's got any, he might can help you out. We're gonna talk a little bit about the kiln. We started it up and had a few issues. One thing we had, a low pressure line going to the condensing coils. It had rubbed into, or what we think maybe gotten hit during shipment. Had my good friend I mentioned a while back, Don Evans Service Company, come out here and soldered that back up. It ran for 3 or 4 days and then it quit pulling the moisture out. So we started scratching our head like, what in the world's going on? And we troubleshot it and diagnosed it down to a bad compressor. So we had the unit for about 1.5 years. We've just been so backed up, we hadn't had time to get down here and actually install it. Of course, the warranty ran out on it. Here we were with the compressor this bad. We hadn't even ran but 3 days. Called Stan up down at Nyle System, told him the situation, you know, said, man, we know we out of warranty. Just wanted to see what y'all would do as far as helping us out. So this is what they done. Hats off to Nyle. They are a good company to deal with. If y'all are looking to buy a kiln, one thing you don't get these days, seems like, with a lot of stuff that you buy is customer service. And let me tell you, them folks down at Nyle, A1, 100% customer service. What they did, even though our warranty was run out, and I mean, we weren't lying, wasn't trying to tell no story. The thing had been sitting in my air-conditioned shop for a little over 1 year, and we got the thing put in. We told them, said, man, you know, we run it 4 days and pressure went out. And what happened when the unit got shipped, it got hit real bad. We made a mistake due to the FedEx driver that was all in a big hurry to try to get out of here, and we accepted our shipment, even though you can see it looked like it'd had a little damage to it. So words of the wise, if you have a product that you have shipped, do not accept it if it has any kind of damage to it. That was our mistake. We was ignorant on it. We thought it was going to be fine. Nyle made it all better. They were great people to deal with. We continue to deal with them, call them up, ask them questions. They help us out because we ain't never run a kiln. We're trying to learn how to do it. If you're looking to buy a kiln, I would highly recommend Nyle. So what we're going to do today, we're going to put our temporary tracks in, open the doors to the kiln, pull it out, unload it, and get ready to load some white oak back in it to dry it. So y'all hang on and we'll show you the process. Basically what we did, we run 3-inch channel and we welded 1.5 inch angle iron on top of it. I was gonna do rocks and stuff here on my track. Hey, we in the sawmill business. We had some cedars sitting around that we couldn't sell 6x6s, so I drilled them in the ground, concreted them in the ground, framed a box around them so they wouldn't go nowhere, and secured our track down to it. We got to get down here and paint it, but we'll get there one day. Laid the track down in the kiln. We used 3-inch flat bar, 1/4 inch, laid it down and laid the 1.5 inch angle iron on the sides and welded it down. And what that did, that gave us a little room right here to put screws in, all down through there. And that grabbed that lip right there, and that's straight out of the Nyle book. We didn't engineer this. We went off the plans that Nyle had in their book for a container build. So if you're looking to do a container build, Nyle has pretty much about everything in there. You might have to come up with a few things here and there to work it out, but they have everything in the book to help you out. This container is fully insulated. It's lined in stainless, so when we do hardwoods, we don't have to worry about nothing rusting. We had to build a header beam to hold our fans. Right now, we don't have a full load to go in here. So what we did to kind of take up space, because this thing's 40 foot, I built a temporary wall in the back, and I have these panels of insulation here. All I'm doing with those is just closing this off inside the chamber for my airflow. You still heat the whole thing, but what we're doing with this is just getting our airflow right on our wood, because we have baffles we put in here, and what you want to do, you want to divert that airflow through your wood and out. You don't want it going around your wood, around the edges. If you do have air going around your edges, you'll have bad end cracking. We have no end cracking on this because we baffled it properly. We strapped this stuff down, as you can see here, and this is just how much moisture come out of this wood. It was tight when it went in there. Look at the moisture that come out of there, folks. That wood shrunk that much. So just to give you an idea about your wood and your wood projects, if you're gonna do a nice table or something to that nature, you don't want your wood moving. So you want good quality kiln dried wood, and that's what we're after down here. This is some poplar and some sweet gum up under here. We have some pine in the back. We're about to pull all this out, unload it, so y'all hang on. All right, folks, we got our carts out the kiln, got our wood unloaded. We're getting ready to unload it with the Bobcat, put it on the trailer, take it back up there to the sawmill, dry store it for a little bit till the customer comes, picks it up. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about our carts. We built these out of 4-inch channel. We put V wheels on it so it'd ride on our rails. And eventually we're gonna have a winch in the front to pull this thing in and out. Basically what we do now is we just load it and unload it with the Bobcat. Now this is our first load. So, I mean, we're not pros at it or whatever, but this was so light after we got done kiln drying it, removed all the water, that I was able to push it out by hand. So just to give you an idea and how much moisture we took out of this. We ended up taking about 10 gallons of moisture out of this. But when you're stacking your wood, good tip, stack it with your stickers. Try to get it every 16 inches. That really makes a difference, because last thing you want to do is when you go to put it in your kiln, you want everything even. So really pay attention to how you're stacking your wood. It'll help you in the long run. We got this dried. This is going to a customer. We have some poplar and some sweet gum that we threw in here with it. Now this poplar and sweet gum ain't necessarily on the same drying schedule as this pine. We knew that, but we wanted something to fill up our cart, and this stuff had been sitting for a while. This is actually the Indian marker tree that we cut in a previous video. Y'all look up in the top right. This is going to be sold to customers, and we got a couple pieces we're going to do for a project of our own. But our carts are basically 16 foot, so our container's 40 foot. That allows us 2 16-foot carts to load up and put it in the kiln and baffle accordingly, because pretty much we're not going to be cutting much over 16 foot. If we do, we can lay it down on the cart and spread it out if we got a big beam or something we need to dry. I hope this helps anybody out there that is looking for a kiln. Like I say, look for your insulated stainless steel container if you want to go that route, or you can build your chamber yourself. We like a container because we didn't have to build it. It's sealed up, and this thing, it holds heat like you wouldn't believe. I was impressed with it. I wish my house held heat this good. I wouldn't have to burn near as much wood. So, all right, folks, I hope this answers some questions or comments you have on building a wood kiln. If you are currently looking to do a kiln, look up Nyle. They have everything you need to complete a container build. So I hope this helps anybody out that's looking to do a container build or purchase a kiln. Look up Nyle Systems. They're out of Maine. Check them out. They'll help you out.